I think parents and teachers, parents especially, are very worried that if I talk about sex with my child, the child will go out and do it and come back. That is one basic fear. Besides, of course, the reluctance, the shyness, and all this around it. But WHO has proved through several meta-analysis of several studies that talking about sexuality, talking about giving information about sex and responsible behavior reduces experimentation actually, and it brings down the sexual activity and it delays sexual activity. So it's all positive, but I can't really blame the parents either, because for 10,000 years we have not discussed this, we have not talked about it with our children. These parents who are parents today, when they were children, nobody talked about it either, and the grandparents also, nobody spoke to them about it either. In fact, if you think about in your native language, do you know the words of the reproductive organs? As a gynecologist, I know only 2 or 3. Yoni, Garbh Kosha, Motte Kosha. I don't know the word for the fallopian tubes or the various other genitalia, the male genitalia parts. We have lost the vocabulary, we have lost the ability to speak about it. So they need to learn. But they can learn, and it's easy, it's not difficult. We use very simple words, baby words, which the parents are anyway using. Susu, potty, stuff like that. Susu place, potty place, baby cell, mother's baby cell, father's baby cell, baby house, baby passage. All that we use. And with that you can explain everything, everything, including what is rape or why is the school closed down. You can say there was personal safety rules were broken in that school. The school is trying to figure out who did it, make the school safe again. And when it is safe, it will be open again. And rape is when, I told you about how mama cell and daddy cell meet. They normally do it when they love each other, care for each other. We do it privately. But when somebody does it by force, it is called rape.